Nobody. My head is ready to bust. Do what I do and I say what I want. Well, yeah, mama, your kid in the magazine. Kid in the magazine. I had to stack on my jacket.
It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. On the return, Corey Ballantyne. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They snap it at one. Now Wilson. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's able to get it to Coleman. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
So great throw right there. And what a regular season this rookie had, piloting this offense, guiding them to a division title, and they get the home date here in round one of the playoffs. But, Charles, how do you think they'll play it here? Will they run the same kind of wide-open offense they've run all season, or do you think that they'll try and take some pressure off of the young fella?
Oh, I think they're going high, wide, and handsome in this one. I think it's all out, just as they've been doing all year long, because I think if you try and pull it back now a little bit, you're telling that young man you don't have quite as much confidence in him as you've professed. So go ahead and continue to run your offense. Do the things that got you here. As so many defensive coaches have told you and me, all gas, no brakes. Let it rip.
On first down, Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
You talk about closing in a hurry as a safety and run support. Not only did he get a good run in, he gave him a pretty good pop too and finished off the play behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Herbert. He finds his target, Allen.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
He's airing it out for Williams. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Mike Williams.
37 yards.
And the Chargers will strike first here, this wild card matchup.
Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Ballantyne to return.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that'll be Incomplete. That right there, a good preview of the matchup we intend to watch closely here in this wild card game.
And it's going to go throughout the game, but let's face it, you just mentioned it, wild card. We're just starting the playoffs. If you didn't run your number one guy on their number one guy throughout the season, you do it now. The playoffs have begun, best on best.
Now it's Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
The Charger drive about to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Herbert's throw taken in by Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Third and 2, Herbert. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Another day, another
touchdown, LA. Austin Eckler, 49 yards. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure you're
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
A give, Eckler running to the right. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. This is a counter play. Eckler. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. They've got the comfortable lead. Decision time here. Do they go for it, press their luck?
Listen, if I'm the head coach, I take my headset off. I turn to my defense and say, guess what, guys? We're going for it right here, right now. I want the knockout shot. And if it doesn't happen, you've got my back, don't you? Go get it.
And if you don't get it, the other offense, they've got a long way to go in the other direction. Badgley's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Wilson to throw. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 21 yards. This is Coleman with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. It's Davis. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. Throwing is Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tevin Coleman there to make the grab. And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Herbert on first down now. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Allen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15.
Big plays are starting to become the trend here in this first half, and everything that they've tried has worked. And there's another example right there.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we're in halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Joe Reed returning, and he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Check, 21, 21, check, 21. Here we go,
Here is Eckler. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Hard throw, incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this 2nd half.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's Chris Harris with a pick. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. From the 38, Herbert. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
They'll try and run it in with Coleman. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
At After the interception, here's Wilson. And Davis with it left side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 11 yards for number 11.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Coleman. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Tevin Coleman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are within a 2-point conversion of tying this thing up. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. It's Eckler again. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there. They'll feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down, Eckler. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Coleman. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They go play action with Wilson. Pass incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw again is Wilson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Play action. It's Wilson. And the grab by Croft. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Wilson will throw again. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 24-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Now Wilson on first down. And hauled in by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Corey Davis, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Jets have taken the lead.
So what a comeback here. They looked like they might be down and out not too long ago, but they have rallied back to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And I think we've got to give them nothing but credit for figuring things out on the fly, because mentally they were on the ropes ready to go, and they hung in there. They made some changes and adjustments, and that led to some big plays, and it turned this game on its ear.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
120 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Herbert off of play action. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Throw. Finding Allen. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. 4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Herbert. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Herbert. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened, because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Wilson to throw. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play, because he saw he had a receiver in the area. He just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. This season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.